5 exciting signings made by non-Big Six clubs this summer. So, Boss Division's Big Six tend to dominate most of the headlines, including Manchester United being linked with every single player in existence. The riches of the Premier League means clubs across the division can still tempt top talent. And, when you're playing like West Ham, you can probably attract a few decent players. So...
Yeah, definitely.
Number 1, we have Felipe Coutinho.
Oh, I mean, this is a man. I don't know about you. Have you picked your fantasy league team yet?
I actually have not. That is something I should get onto.
Well, this fella for me was straight in it. I think 7 million on the fantasy game, straight in.
Good value, I'd say.
Yeah.
So he is signed, of course, for Stevie G. So reuniting Coutinho and Stevie G is quite fun. I believe he signed for 20 million from Barcelona, who ended up paying 160 million euros for him once you include all the add-ons.
Yep. That's not good business.
An 8 times loss on that one.
Oops.
So, like I told you, I'm researching for my Why Barcelona Sucks video, and they've somehow managed to, they are like $750 million in the transfer deficit over the last 10 years, and that includes selling Neymar for 220 mil. And
what?
So they've still managed to be 750 million deficit from all their transfers because 160 for Coutinho, 125 for Ousmane Dembele, 100 and something for Griezmann. Oh, it's just a nightmare, man, the whole way through. But getting off topic here, Coutinho.
I think when Barcelona announced that he'd left, they'd said, we've sold Coutinho to Aston Villa for an undisclosed fee. And then about 15 minutes later, Aston Villa, we've signed Philippe Coutinho from Barcelona, 25 mil.
Oh, no, it's what it says here. Oh, yeah, it must be 25 million euros because it says Barcelona bought him for 142 million pounds and then sold him for 17 million pounds.
Oh.
That is dreadful.
It's just bad.
Yeah, and I mean, look, for a team like Aston Villa, after you've sold Grealish, I feel like Coutinho is a good replacement, and they've got Buendia as well, who can kind of do the same kind of thing. So,
yeah, excellent player.
Yeah. Stevie G in charge. Right. So
let's go.
Okay, so next up we have Gianluca Scamacca. So finally, after years and years of West Ham having only one striker in Michail Antonio, they have finally signed a second striker. And he came from Sassuolo, and it says here that he scored 16 goals in the Serie A last season, so trailing only Immobile. So that's really good.
More than decent.
Okay, that's a... So Scamacca has been likened to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's 23 and 6'5" tall. So very tall. But this is an interesting thing here. Most goals without an assist in Europe's top 5 leagues. So he scored 16 goals, but no assists.
0 assists.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
fair enough.
He's going to be a good counter to Michail Antonio, who scores no goals.
What? I think that's harsh.
I think last season Michail Antonio had his longest goalless streak ever in his career. So they definitely needed some backup up there. And
he'll probably be number 1.
Scamacca?
I think so.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, they paid 30 million pounds. So yeah. And this was a player, I think Arsenal were looking at him as well. And so West Ham have done a bit of a coup here, I guess, picked up a player that they could actually make quite a bit of money on too, if they can. Yeah.
If they want to get rid.
Okay, so what else we got here? Oh, he's played for the Italian national side. He's got 7 caps. And well suited, high work rate, powerful shooting, aerial dominance. He ranks in the 95th percentile among forwards. Does that mean in the air? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 55.7% success rate in aerial duels.
See, and that's in the 95th percentile. That is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thought that would have probably have to have been a lot higher, but
makes sense. Oh, aerial duels are tough, and especially when defenders, centre backs are usually the best at it. So, okay.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah. So next up we have Julio Enciso.
Enciso?
Yeah. This is someone I have not heard of actually. So,
nope.
Brighton continue to unearth hidden gems. They spent 9.5 mil to sign Julio Enciso, who they previously pursued in January. Apparently, he's only 18, which I mean that's good. If you're 10 mil for an 18-year-old, you can certainly make some profit on a guy like this if he's any good. He's got 6 senior caps for Paraguay. And he played for Club Libertad, where he scored 11 goals and 3 assists in 14 appearances. So, creating 1 and 1, that's decent.
Yeah, excellent.
And it says, at just 16, he scored on his Libertadores debut in 2020. I wonder if this will get us in trouble.
Can you full screen it?
It might screw everything up. It probably will. Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
It's not even your goal, pal.
Yeah. Basically just for the stepovers.
Look, well, if he can match that, then fine. I think you're right as well. I think what's probably going to happen is he'll strut his stuff in the Premier League for 2 years, and then someone in Spain will come knocking and he'll go for 30 mil.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that kind of move, I suppose. And Brighton play a good system, so as long as he can just adapt to that, he'll probably be all right. Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing too. 5 subs next season, right? So good time to have firepower on the bench when you can bring 5 players on. So
yeah,
I think that's the thing. A lot of teams probably should aim to be a bit more full in that regard. Okay, so next one here. We got Fulham, who have just been promoted, and they have signed Manor Solomon. So blah blah blah. West Stace. Oh my god! In 2018-19 season,
on 12 new signings
that failed to stop relegation. Damn, that's like Everton numbers. Holy shit! God. So before a squad boasted with a number of and they were relegated then. So back again for the 3rd time in the last 5 or so years. So this man here, Manor Solomon, has joined. Where did he transfer from? Who has experience at Champions League level. He scored 6 goals in 34 appearances for Israel.
Israel.
He came from Shakhtar, and so that's where he played in the Champions League. But then it says that he suspended his contract with Shakhtar due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Fair enough.
Fair enough too.
Yeah. So left winger. Yeah, left winger.
Yeah, they're going to need someone to supply Big Metro with
Well, that's what they say.
assists, aren't they?
Well, it says here that he scored 43 championship goals last season, so supply is probably actually all right.
Yeah, that was Metro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he always does that in the championship and then scores like 3 in the Premier League, so. All right, so up next we have Brendan Aronson. So I think I've actually heard of this guy. I seen this guy talked about before. So he's signed for Leeds, and yeah, it's another American player. So there's actually been quite a number of American players coming through in the last while, and so he's come from Salzburg, and he was 25 mil. So I mean, that's not super cheap, that's still a bit expensive. And then it says that the 21-year-old formed part of the.
I'd really like if Leeds team just become full of Americans now that Jesse Marsh is there.
And what? Who? Who's that? Sorry.
The American coach.
Oh, I see.
Jesse Marsh is the coach of Leeds.
Oh, well, I mean, he signed Tyler Adams as well too. Another American. So, I mean, I suppose that's what you do. You sign what you know. Ten Hag comes to Manchester United and tries to buy every single Ajax player without any success.
Suppose that's true.
So anyway, it says here that 21-year-old formed part of the side that won an Austrian League Cup double. Austrian League and Cup double under Marsh's management in 2021. Okay, so this player has actually played with Jesse Marsh before.
With Marsh before.
When they did a triple. And then he did another double winning season last time. So, he's won a few trophies already. Played 41 appearances for all comps in Salzburg, 6 goals, 10 assists. And scored 6 times in 24 appearances for the USA at international level.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's really good. So, he's already played for USA. So, yeah, that's all really good stuff. And yeah,
24 appearances at 21 years old.
Yeah, that's really good.
Look, man, I know America play a lot of games, but
well, look, it's
like could have a career.
It's more international experience than most players that age, so that's I can only see that as a positive. And so yeah, this is after they've sold Rafinha to Barcelona. He's the one they're bringing in to replace.
Yeah, some yank.
Alrighty, so these are 5 interesting players to watch out for. Some young hot prospects.
Yes. So on top of Coutinho, stick them all in your fantasy side, and just see what happens.
Take a big gamble, if you're into that.